Hello everyone! Today is a bittersweet video for me. Bitter because this is the last video in the Spring Trilogy series. If you missed the first two, I did a spring DIY video and a fashion video, which you can check out. I'll link those down below. But today is the beauty tutorial video in the Spring Trilogy, so I hope you like it. It's a drugstore makeup tutorial, so hopefully you guys like that. And I don't have anything else to say except let's get into the video. Of course, everybody knows it. Put your hair up into clip. I'm going to do it like this. I'm gonna sing a song. There we go, got the hair up in the clip. First thing we're gonna do is add a little bit of primer. This is the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. And I just thought for spring, you want that dewy, glowy skin. So I'm just gonna pop a little bit of this on the back of my hand and then just blend it in with my fingertips. You could use a brush, but you know. I went through a little weird phase with my skin where I had a lot of blemishes, and then they're kind of healing now. What you can see, you know, the main ones there, they're going away. I really like this primer. I love the way it just shines through makeup, especially if you're wearing a lighter coverage foundation. It just, I just love the way it looks because it doesn't make you look too greasy or anything, but it just gives you that springy, dewy foundation look. Once that's into the skin, I'm just going to apply foundation. I'm going to shake it up. I'm using the Revlon Nearly Naked foundation. I have the shade 110 Ivory. It's not a perfect color match for me, and I also don't like that you've got to like pour this onto your hand because it can get a little messy like it just kind of did there. And I'm going to use a beauty blender to blend it into my skin. I know beauty blenders aren't drugstore, but you can get a Real Technique sponge, which is very similar. I just spoke about this on my blog if you read it. You can probably hear a printer in the background, and that is because we've had quite the morning. My boyfriend Aslan and I have, man, this is like been a crazy morning for us. I was taking our dog Reggie for a walk, and on the street over there was a little dog sitting on a porch, and she had a collar on, but nobody was around. It didn't seem to belong to anybody, and we asked all the neighbors. Nobody had ever seen the dog, and apparently you're not actually allowed to have dogs in those particular houses. We didn't really know what to do because she looked scared and she was shivering, and she looked really skinny, like she'd definitely been outside for a couple of days, it seemed. So we left a note and we took her in, and we just have another dog here. So she's downstairs in the kitchen. Yeah, we gave her some food. We've been like petting her and stuff. She's really friendly. She was definitely a home dog. Like she belonged to somebody. But yeah, I don't know really what happened, if she's lost or what. Long story short, Aslan is just printing out signs saying like, oh, we found the dog, and there's a picture of the dog. So he's just gonna go post those up around the neighborhood. But it's just crazy. So that's the sound in the background is what I'm trying to get at. If you're even more interested in that story, you can head on over to my vlog channel, which is youtube.com/essiebuttonvlogs, because we were actually vlogging when this whole thing happened. I woke up this morning and I was like, I think I'm gonna vlog every day in the Easter holidays, and I'm gonna call it Vlogster, like how Vlogmas is Christmas and vlog, and then Easter, in my head, it was Vlogster. So if you want to see the vlog from today, as well as the rest of our Easter weekend, you can head on over to the vlog channel. Crazy times, crazy times. I'm glad I was vlogging though. So for proof, here is the little poster Aslan just made. Do you want to be in my beauty tutorial?
Sure.
This is a first.
Hey guys.
So yeah, this is the little dog. We haven't named her because we don't know if somebody's gonna claim her or what.
Well, we have named her, really.
Aslan thinks he's calling her Oprah, and it ain't happening. You can see how natural this foundation looks. I mean, part of it is because I used the beauty blender. That just kind of makes everything look, you know, nice and natural. To conceal the under eye circles, I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I really like this. I'm like more than halfway through it, and it's still going strong. It's good. I really like it. Yeah, let me know if any of you have ever found a dog just randomly on the street like that, and what you did. Did you take it in? And as a concealer, just for any blemishes, I'm using the Revlon Colourstay Concealer. I've got the shade 02 Light. So I'm just going to pop this on any of these little spots and scars. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot powder and just add a little bit in my T-zone, just because my skin is pretty dewy at the moment, and I know throughout the day it's going to get a little bit, you know, there's a difference between dewy and oily. There really is. Brows, I know this is supposed to be a drugstore tutorial, but I cannot find any drugstore pencils that match my eyebrows, and you know what I think? Don't mess with the brows. If you find something that works, stick with it, because if the brows are off, the whole face is off. That's not to say that you can't find any in the drugstore. There are tons, and I think using a brush and powder is probably your best bet for color matching, at least for my color of eyebrows. They're either way too dark for me or way too like orange toned. So yeah, I'm just gonna use my regular brow products, which is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. This is the shade Medium Ash. On to the next brow. I usually like to start in the middle, build that up right to the point here where it kind of turns into the tail. Then I usually go for the tail next. Is it called the tail? I'm pretty sure it is. And then I just work on the front part. General shape is done. I'm just gonna add a tiny bit of clear brow gel to set all of that in place and in position. Next, I'm going to add my favorite, the Honey Bronzer from The Body Shop. Is The Body Shop considered drugstore? I think so. I mean, it's the same sort of price range, I think, as drugstore makeup. And you can also get it on the high street, so I'm gonna go with that's a yes. I'm about to hit pan on this bronzer. Oh yeah, the excitement levels are high, baby. Time for blush. This is the Max Factor Miracle Touch Creamy Blush. Tiny little thing, just a really cute cream blush, and I'm gonna use the Real Technique stippling brush. Just add a little bit of that to the brush, and I like to dab off the excess on the back of my hand because there's nothing worse than, you know, applying too much blush. And then I like to kind of smile, get a general area, and then just start dabbing it on. Trust me when I say less is more, and then build it up as you go. I've learned the hard way many times, and I still don't think I've fully learned my lesson. Okay, so that's one cheek done. This is actually a really nice cream blush. It's not sticky, it's not, you know, too shiny, glossy, but it still gives that like creamy, dewy glow. And if you think maybe you added a little bit too much blush, you can just go back in with, well, I'm using my sponge, but you could use your brush or whatever, and just go around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. Okay, and once you've like blended that out, it looks, you know, looks natural, it looks normal. For eyes, I'm gonna use the Rimmel Scandaleyes eyeshadow paint in Rich Russet. And this is very similar to the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Bad to the Bronze, but it's more of like a liquid form. So I'm just gonna pop that right on the top of my eyelid and then just blend it out quickly with my fingertip. I find if you use a pretty thin layer of this and blend it out, you don't have, you know, as much creasing issues, but if you apply like a thick layer of this, yeah, it doesn't really set properly, but a little bit goes a long way, and I don't really want to have a bronze eye. I just want some sort of a base. Feels nice and cold on my eyes. I might have to do some sort of a eye mask tonight. I don't know if you guys know that those exist, but they're like these sleeping masks that you can put in the freezer or in the fridge, and they've got like a gel inside, and then they get cold in the fridge, and you put it on your eyes and it feels so good. Oh yeah. Okay, I don't actually have an eyeshadow brush around here. It's back there, but I don't really want to move and get up and fix the focusing and all that because I'm lazy today. So I'm just going to use my fingertip, but that's probably better anyway. So this is from the Wet n Wild Silent Treatment palette, and I'm just going to use this sort of purpley shade here. It's like a gray purple. I'm sure this color exists in lots of palettes, but this is the only one that I have that's a drugstore one. So I'm just going to take a little of that on my fingertip and apply it right to my eyelid. You know I don't like wearing too much color on my eyes. That's just the way I am, and probably not going to change anytime soon. But I find when I wear purple, it's like, it's a color, but it's not like a color, you know? And especially when you layer it over a bronze base, it's just a lot more wearable for me, I think, but it's still more springy than your average eye. Okay, that looks pretty blended out. Looks good from this angle anyway. Probably gonna edit this and be like, what the hell was I thinking? And then for a little pop of shimmer, I'm just gonna take the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in the shade Hourglass Beige, and same thing, I'm gonna use a different finger, take a little bit of that, and apply it right in the middle of my eyelid. So if I look straight ahead, right above where my pupil is, just a tiny bit right there, just to add some reflection. That's really cute, actually. I should do that more often. Now, keeping with the purple theme, I'm going to use a Rimmel Scandaleyes eyeliner, Kohl Kajal, and this is in the shade, I don't know, but it's the purple color. So I'm just gonna kind of messily blend this along my top eyelash. So there's the first eye. I think colored eyeliner is also a nice way to sort of add some color to your makeup routine without being like, you know, lime green eyeshadow or something. I might just take a little bit into the tight line area here. My eyes are just watering thinking about it. Someone said to look the opposite way when you're doing it. I don't know. It freaks, jeez, I can't do this on camera. Okay, and if that isn't enough torture for you, just add some eyelash curlers into the mix. Curl those lashes. And then I'm going to add mascara. This is the Maybelline The Falsies Big Eyes. And I haven't tried this yet. This is my first time trying it. It's got two sides, I think. Oh no, yeah, it's just got a lower lash side and an upper lash. So let's just do the upper lashes for now. Jeez, this is quite the contraption. Okay, and then I might just add a tiny bit of mascara to the lower lashes. The mascara adds a lot more definition, and then it also kind of brings out that purple, which looks really cool. I think that's really cute, actually. Last but certainly not least, I'm going to add some lipstick. You could obviously wear anything that you want. You could replace anything I use with anything you want. A lip gloss would look really cute with this, especially in the spring, but I'm using the Body Shop lipstick. It's the Color Crush lipstick. I think this is new. I'm pretty sure this is new, and I've got the shade 15. I'm sure there is a color to go along, but it doesn't say. So just gonna apply this. I like to dab on lipsticks a lot because it gives you the color without that heavy lipsticky feeling. So that is the finished makeup look. Let me take my hair out of the clip now. Let me fix my hair. I hope you all enjoyed the Spring Trilogy series. I really liked making it. It gave me some focus, and yeah, it was just kind of fun for me to make it anyway, and I might do it again in the summer. You never know. You never know with me. So give this video a thumbs up if you would like to see another trilogy series in another season. Make sure you check out my vlog channel to hear the end of the found dog story. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, all at essiebutton. So I'm going to wrap it up now, wrapping it up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!